Hey Taurus, Elsie here to do your reading. Hello my bull gang, I hope you're well. And I am here to do your energetic check-in for the week. You know, we're headed toward Valentine's Day, right? We're headed toward Valentine's Day, and so we're trying to pick up some of the energies that are in and around you this week and next week, and let's find out what's going on here. I am going to do a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and anything you need to know about this reading is down below. Please look at the general reading, and if you are looking for a private reading with me, if you're within Canada, please email elsie@10ofcupstarot.ca. If you're someone who is outside of Canada, anywhere else in the world, please go to WISIO, WISIO.com, and you'll be able to book with me there. I really appreciate when you like, share, and subscribe. So even if you don't subscribe today, I really would appreciate you giving me a thumbs up on a video if you do appreciate the content. Although secretly, I just really want you to subscribe because we do have a really great group of people here, and I hope that you'll want to be involved with us. All right, so today we're going to look at what is on your mind, what is where you've come from in the past, where you're headed to in the future, and we're also going to take a look at who is coming toward you. What does your person think about you? So let's go ahead and get some cards from this deck here. We need 4 cards for you, Taurus. We start with a broken heart. Interesting. Broken heart, and that's what's on your mind. And then we have a contract in the past. We have storm warning in the future, and the person who is on your mind, or not the person who's on your mind, but the person who's coming toward you, the person that you might be thinking about or might be thinking about you, is woman holding a heart. Now, please remember that these cards are... we're not looking at gender here when we're reading. Because there's a woman on the card, it does say woman holding a heart, but we are reading energy. And in energy, in sense of energy, we all have male and female divine energy. So this could be a male who is favoring the feminine side, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be just a woman we're talking about. On the bottom, we have rest and rejuvenation. So somebody out there is kind of... not really being kind to their body and their mind. I feel like rest and rejuvenation comes after something hits you really hard, something that makes you maybe a little bit stressed out. Rest and rejuvenation comes after you've been through a tough time. Yeah. When you've been through a tough time, it really is time to heal. And that's what rest and rejuvenation is about. Okay. Before we decide to clarify, we are going to look at what is on your heart. What is on your heart here, Taurus? By the way, if this reading does not resonate with you as a sun sign, please look at your moon and your rising sign. You will find a link up in the right-hand corner of my banner up above, and take you to a place where you can put in your info to find out what your moon and your rising sign are. All right, so what is on your heart, Taurus? What's on your heart is a date. It says meeting someone, new dating, get back, what? Get back out. Oh, get back out there. Okay, so meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan and set a date. So something to do with time. And it looks like it could be time. And when they talk about a date, though, it can be romantically related, but it doesn't have to be. And then we have coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So it could be someone that you need to meet up with or need to have a date with in order to be able to continue on your friendship. I feel like there is, something going on that needs to be talked about here. I'm feeling a bit of heavy energy, and I feel it a little bit from this energy in the past and in the future. So we'll see how that links up here. So we will go ahead and I've already blessed these cards, so I'm just going to cut them here. And let's look at the broken heart. Why is the broken heart on your mind, Taurus? Is your heart broken? Is someone else's heart broken? Why is it on your mind? Why is a broken heart on your mind here? Too many. Why is the broken heart on your mind, Taurus? There we go. And we have the King of Swords in reverse. So the King of Swords in reverse, I feel like there was a conversation that went wrong. I feel like it could have been with someone who is an air sign, so Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. In any position, really, sun, moon, or rising. And I feel like there was a conversation that either was very cold or very cutting, or I feel like it's someone you knew really well that you expected something different from. And that person broke your heart because they acted completely different from who you thought you knew them to be. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantically linked. This could be a friend. It doesn't have to be that you guys have had any sort of romantic link at all. But I feel like the conversation that this person tried to speak their truth to you, however, it just didn't come out right. I think that you took it wrong. I think that they were, I feel like they were trying to be honest with you, trying to be a little more vulnerable with you, but I think that it just came off as though they didn't want you or want your friendship or want whatever it was that you felt that they were offering. So I feel like they were trying to be a little bit vulnerable, but in the time that it took them to try and be vulnerable, I think that maybe they came off as being super cold. And I think that broke your heart because I think you felt that they were someone who was different. You felt like you knew them, and you didn't, of anyone in the world, you never thought they would be the one that would break your heart. What else do we have for what's on your mind? The broken heart here, Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Broken heart. Yeah, so much so you had to repair, you had to heal from the things that were said to you. Now, we do have a heart here, and I feel as though that there is, I think that you maybe had some feelings for this person. I feel like they didn't reciprocate, or you felt like it was okay if they didn't reciprocate, but they didn't have to be this cold. They didn't have to be the King of Swords in reverse. They didn't have to be that way, but that's the way either you took it or the way they gave it to you. And now I feel like that for a while now, it feels like a long time, Taurus, that you have been trying to heal from that conversation because you thought that you knew this person and they just ended up to be someone that you didn't know at all. And it broke your heart. It broke your heart that this person could be this cold to you. You thought that they were this person. You thought that they were deep and loving and romantic and all the things you felt from them. You thought that they were these things. But in the conversation that came about, that's not what happened at all. They ended up being super cold, and it ended up breaking your heart. So why do we have contract here in the past? Clarify, please. Why do we have contract in the past? What sort of contract? Okay, so when I look at contract and I look at the 10 of Cups, I feel like you felt it was all sealed up. I think that you felt that you were in a heart contract with them or an emotional contract. Maybe you felt like they were your soulmate. You feel like you have a connection with them from a past life. So a soul contract of some sort needed to be settled, and you were sure that this person was your 10 of Cups. This person was the person that you were supposed to fulfill this contract with, and this person just ended up, just being awful to you. The thing is, I don't think it's awful. I think it's honest, but I think that the honesty was really hard to hear. And I really feel as though they didn't have to be that honest with you because you felt as though you knew them better than that. So the contract, yes, I feel like it was an emotional contract from another time or another life, and that you really felt this connection with this person, no matter where they were, whether they were with you or whether they weren't, you felt this connection with this person. What else do we have for contract? Please tell me a little bit more about this contract. Is it a contract from a past life? A contract from work? Contract? What sort of a contract do we have here? we have a solo contract. So King of Cups up here, Queen of Cups down here. I feel like we have a soul contract. I feel like you two would talk to each other as though you were friends, as though you knew each other really well. It's almost like you knew each other in the underneath and on top. You're both very intuitive. I feel like you connected in a way that no one else connected to you in your life. So I feel like this was a really deep bonded friendship, but I feel like it could have tipped over into romance. I feel like you two did have a contract in the past life, and that emotionally you thought this person was here to emotionally fulfill that contract. And I feel like this person, you could have met them at work. You could have met them at work. You could be working on yourself since you haven't heard from them in a while. And that's what I think happened. I think that they kind of gave you, you know, a bunch of cold cliches and then sort of, you know, whoop, off the face of the earth. You haven't heard from them for a while. So I feel like you met this person at work. I feel like you worked together for maybe 7 or 8 years. And I feel like maybe the contract was a work contract, or maybe it was an unwritten contract that you guys had between you, feeling like there was a connection of some sort. Maybe that is the contract. And then we have Three of Pentacles. So you guys felt like a really good team, like a well-oiled machine. I think you worked really well together, and the partnership looked really good from the outside in, right? It looked like you two were really great friends. You knew each other really well. You could finish each other's sentences. But I think that person ended up breaking your heart in the past. So maybe that's why we've got the date here, right? We've got meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, planning and setting a date. So it could be someone who is coming toward you that you haven't seen in quite some time, that wants to maybe take you out for a coffee, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, and friendship. So this could definitely be a friendship that ended up parting ways for some reason. Tell me about the storm warning. What is this about in the future? Why is there a storm warning in the future, please? Storm warning for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Why is there a storm warning here? Okay, so this person that you haven't heard from for quite some time, I feel like they're coming in with an apology here. An apology letting you know that they really do have feelings for you, that they probably didn't tell you at the time, but I feel like they have feelings for you. I feel like you bump into them somewhere, to be honest, and even though you haven't seen them in quite some time, I feel like your heart chakra is open for them. So I feel like you're still feeling as though you might have feelings for them. I feel like they still have feelings for you. You never thought you'd see them again, to be honest, but I feel like you two end up seeing each other somewhere strange, like maybe the beach, or yeah, I feel like you just bump into each other. This person is kind of dropping in out of nowhere, right? The feet are here and they're just dropping in out of nowhere. There's a pig in the corner, so it tells me that's when pigs fly. That, you know, you never really thought you'd see them again, but this person just kind of, you bump into them at the grocery store or at a store, on the street, in a park, maybe at the beach, wherever it is, but they drop in on you, they see you in a distance and they come over and talk with you. But I think what they're bringing is an apology. Now, why is this the storm warning? Do you get upset with this? Why is this a storm warning, Taurus? Why do we have storm warning here? I feel like this is an apology coming in. So why do we have storm warning? Storm warning. Here we go. So strength. Storm warning tells me that something is coming that you're going to have to be strong for. Strength, of course, is the card of Leo. We do have water energy here, which is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The storm warning, I feel like you need to be strong, and the universe says you need to be strong. Strength is a major arcana card, something you can't go around, something you do have to go through. And then this card, the Five of Swords, came out as a challenge. It came out sideways. So I feel like the challenge is not to fight. So that is probably the storm warning. The Five of Swords tells me that there is maybe some internal struggle going on with you, but I think it's going to turn to an external struggle if you do decide to take this person's request for a date. Or if you do decide to go out for coffee with them somewhere, maybe meet them for dinner, I think there is a chance that it could turn out being something that you didn't want it to be, like arguments, disagreements, sharp words. I feel like this person is going to be coming into your life in a way that that you never thought you'd see them in this position. I really feel like it's something that you don't expect for sure. So the Five of Swords tells me that, you know, this person could ask you out for dinner or a date or a coffee or something just to talk with you about what went on here and what went on here. And I feel like it could end up in an argument. I just need one more card, please, for storm warning. Why do we have storm warning, please? Thank you. We have storm warning because of the star in reverse. Now, star in reverse tells me that at one time you may have had wishes, hopes, and dreams that this was your person. That you felt like you guys had a connection like no other, like the King and Queen of Cups. I feel like you have let go of the idea that maybe you two should have been a couple. The star in reverse tells me that the energy, you continued to talk with spirit, but you started asking for different things. And so your hopes, wishes, and dreams changed, and you started asking for different things. So you started to disconnect from this energy here. This person who you felt as though you had a contract with that broke your heart, you feel as though they weren't interested anyway. You thought that they were. You misinterpreted the connection, or maybe you didn't. Maybe they just weren't being honest with you and they were trying to hide their feelings. But nonetheless, I feel like that's what this is. This is you saying, okay, I'm letting you go. I'm sending you back out to the universe to find your happiness, because clearly I'm not the person you're supposed to be with. So you just let it go. Yeah, you just let this energy go and you left it with the universe. And then we have woman holding a heart. I feel like this is the person coming back into you here. Tell me about the woman holding a heart. This is the energy. This is how your person feels about you. So this person here, I feel like it is someone who does have feelings for you, someone who did probably ghost you, someone who decided that it was easier to not connect with you at all than to have to connect with you and not being able to have you. So I feel like they disconnected from you, maybe ghosted you. I feel like they disconnected from you because it was hurting their heart. So I feel like your heart broke when they disconnected from you, but I feel like their heart broke when they disconnected from you as well. And then we have justice in the reverse. You felt like this was a connection that was going to be a good one, and you just ended up not getting any justice here. You didn't get what you wanted, you didn't get what you deserved or what you felt you deserved, but I feel as though that this is going to change. So we have the Magician in the reverse, and the Magician in the reverse is a bit of someone who is what I hear in my head is malignant. I feel like they are malignant. I feel like they will try and what is the word I'm looking for, please? Spirits and guides, what is the word? Manipulative. So I feel like this person comes in to try and manipulate you. Now, manipulation can be a bad thing if they're doing it on the down low and they're not being honest. But I feel like the manipulation part of it is the apology. I feel like they want you to accept their apology, but you don't really have to. You have all the tools you need to do the things you want, to get the things you need, Taurus, and you definitely don't need someone trying to manipulate you into forgiveness. And then we have the Seven of Cups, which comes out in the reverse. And that tells me that this person feels like you're their only choice, that they have narrowed it down to you from all of these choices here, all of these choices that they've had here. I think they've passed them by and they've narrowed it down to you. And that's why they're coming in trying to sort of, I hate to use the word manipulation and malignant, but those are the two words that I'm getting. And I feel like they are coming out to get you at any cost, if that makes sense. They just want to be someone who is in the winner's chair. They feel like you're going to accept their apology. You're going to come back to them right away. And I don't think you will, honestly. With the Ace of Wands in the reverse, I feel like you want to... Yeah, so I feel like this energy of the woman holding a heart is actually someone who, it's a male who favors their feminine side. It also could be a woman, of course, but, you know, depending on who you are, flip this. And if it is your story, you will know it right away. We are going to get some advice from the angel, the fairy oracle. And I'm just going to ask for one card for you here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Taurus, please. Take this one sticking out here. We have moderation. Is there something you know that you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthy, although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. So I think when they're talking about moderation here, I think you need to be really moderate with your feelings as well. Feelings and moderation are good. I feel like when you go all out, it can get toxic. When you hold too much back, it can get toxic. But I feel like if you start out with a friendship and a partnership, that things can work out well. But all things in moderation, including time you spend with people sometimes, right? And if you do end up getting this request for a date for a cup of coffee, or, you know, conversing and friendship, I think you should take it, because I think there's a lot that needs to be said here. A lot has gone on, it feels like, Taurus, and I feel like there is a lot that, if nothing else, really needs some attention and needs to be spoken about. This person seems to think they have you in the bag, even though they haven't seen you in a while. I feel like they think that they can come in and just manipulate you to come back. I feel like you two had a connection, a heart connection that I don't think will ever be broken, but this person, I feel like, took advantage of that. They took advantage of the fact that that you really had feelings for them, or at least these spiritual feelings for them, and I think they're using that to come back, and that might be part of the manipulation. All right, Taurus, that's all I have for you this week. We will be reading next week for Valentine's Day, of course, and I'm going to go for now. Thank you very much for clicking here and liking, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.